Hey guys, welcome back to my next art book preview video. This week we have Dracopedia, The Great Dragons, an Artist's Field Guide and Drawing Journal. So this is by William O'Connor. You can see how thick the book is there. This is a hardback, as you can tell. Quick look at the front and back there. So let's get straight into it. As usual, the sun has decided to come out as I'm recording, so the lighting may fluctuate a little bit throughout. Apologies for that. So a quick look at the contents there for those that like to pause the video and take a proper read through. So if you've found this video or if you search for this video, chances are you're probably already familiar with either William O'Connor or maybe some of the Dracopedia series. So you might actually know a lot more than me already. This book starts, like a lot of the others, like most art books, with an introduction, how the book's to be used, the materials. He gives a brief overview of traditional materials and digital. And then it moves on to 8 projects, or 8 different dragons. This is an art book. It is a how to draw book, as you're going to see his process. But as the title suggests, it's also a field guide. So the way I'm sort of thinking of it is, or the way it's written from what I have read, it's still fairly new. I haven't read it front to back or anything. But even just from the blurb, it reads as if William O'Connor has written this almost as if, he's travelled the world and seen these dragons, studied them, journaled their information, their habitat, their anatomy. So that's the idea of it. For me, I'm really into these sketches throughout because there's a full process of each of the dragon paintings or illustrations. But I really would love like a sketchbook, just of these sort of pencil sketches and stuff. I really like these. Unfortunately, as a lot of you already know, William O'Connor is no longer with us, so rest in peace. But probably unlikely that they'll make a sketchbook, but you never know, it would be cool. But yeah, there are quite a few Dracopedia books in the series, so luckily he did leave us some very inspiring work. Very underrated artist in my opinion, goes a little bit under the radar for just how good he is and how much work he's got as well. So I'll just show you quickly some of the other books. You may have come across these before. I've seen them come up on Amazon a few times. And that one, I know not Dracopedia, but still similar kind of book by William O'Connor. So again, all similar style books, like art books that match this one with the covers and things. I think one of them is another field guide, and I can't remember if that goes into as much detail of like drawing, or whether it's more of a general dragon field guide, if you know what I mean. I actually buy these because I find them quite inspiring more than anything else. So I like seeing the workflow, the step-by-step. But I'm not big on like step-by-steps in the sense of draw a circle for a head, add 2 circles for eyes. The sort of a little bit more what I call child-friendly step-by-steps. I think they're quite good for, learning to draw the exact pose, but probably not very helpful to most artists. Again, it kind of just reminds me of something you get as a kid or when you're first starting. Still cool books though, but these ones are more like his thought process. I think this next page, in fact, shows, the lighting. So the information is very helpful and can be like taken over to other illustrations. I think anything that shows reference and his difference in lighting is really helpful, really informative for us artists. For example, here he's showing a single light source from the back, and he's explaining that you lose a lot of the shadow detail, or lose a lot of detail into the shadow, but by using a second sort of reflected light source, you can get the details back. But yeah, so those other books, I think I have 3 other Dracopedia books and also the Great Hall of Dinosaurs book, which is another drawing book. Similar enough. Dinosaurs are cool, let's be honest. But then also there is one more Dracopedia book that I do not own that is called The Bestiary. And that one, I believe it does still have dragons in. I don't have it, but from what I've seen, it's more focusing on like other fantasy mythical creatures. It's got a serpent humanoid thing on the front. I forget what you call them. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. But I've almost got them all. I don't know if there's any more than that. If you guys do know, do let me know. And just because I like to show some other books that I've got videos on, there's also these dragon art books. There's a couple in that series, so check the links below for those. I will put links to where I got this in the description box below, by the way. But those ones I just showed, the dragon art ones, are a lot more cartoony than this one. Kind of more like an anime, manga sort of style. So if that's your kind of thing, check those out. I do think William O'Connor's are much more realistic and detailed, but it's a different art style completely. I prefer these ones, if I'm being honest. but I still bought the others because I really like the designs on them. And as mentioned already, I kind of buy these for motivation or drawing inspiration and ideas. You know, things like this I just think are really cool. I actually have quite a lot of dragon books or dragon art books for inspiration, so I will put links to them all in the description box below. But yeah, I've got way too many now, so you'll definitely find some you like. And you can see that this one here is actually a digital tutorial, so he's obviously painted this one digitally. I think he uses a mix throughout for different projects, but I know on the back it does mention that his process or his workflow can be applied, you know, regardless of what medium you're using. So it's for everyone really. If you like fantasy and you like drawing, you like art, then you're probably going to like this book. They're really nice books, they're not expensive, definitely worth at least checking out. But we're getting to the end of the book. I've shown most of it. Again, more awesome sketches. It does have a poster or fold out poster in the back. I cannot remember if it's the same as the other books. You'd have to check out the videos to see if there's much of an overlap with the artwork, because there occasionally is. There you go. This is one of the other books I previewed as well. Let's see if I can get this out. So I'm pretty sure that's different to the expandable poster in the other books. So that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe to the channel so I can keep making videos like this.